Hello, my name is Terel Van. On YouTube, I go by Tstreet Controversy, and I call this show Tstreet Controversy Live. It wouldn't be common sense to think that I would be able to attain a promoter's license under the name Tstreet Controversy. It wouldn't be very educated of me to think that I would be able to walk into an event, HBO, Showtime, NBC Sports, ESPN, and think that I can be able to get in there with my press credentials around my neck saying Tstreet Controversy. So once again, soak it up. My name is Terel. My name is Terel Van. I'm a 31-year-old now reporter. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm my own boss. TCL Promotions, Tstreet Controversy Live, and I'm working with Real Combat Media, which is a boxing, mixed martial arts, and jiu-jitsu website. People fail to realize that outside of YouTube, I have an education, a college education. I read a lot, and I'm very good with numbers. So, in college, I've said it in many videos before, I took speech. I was on Toastmasters. I was the junior class vice president, treasurer, and secretary. Long story. Studied business, drama, marketing. So, people fail to realize that in this box you see, or this rectangle you see right here, there's a man on the outside of this. A man on the outside that has other responsibilities. I mean, realistically, there's people that say, I don't know, I'm not even going to get into it, but what I'm going to say is this. I have big plans planned for the end of this year. I had personal demons, and also I had a questionable circle, and now I have rebuilt. I went through a period in my life where I was doing everything on everyone else's time. My father's time, those trust fund people time, those lawyers time, and what I was doing, my family's time, and what I was doing was I was destroying myself. So while I made sure everybody else was cool, I got to a point where I was just hanging on by threads. But now, I am capable of following my dreams, which is to be a boxing promoter. Clean of mind, clean of body, clean of spirit. Even though I have the immune system of a 90-year-old man, in 2015 is going to be the big year for me. Now, if you don't know, this channel has been here for about a little over 2 months. 6,000 plus subscribers. I'm approaching my first 1 million views. Now, to put that in perspective, it's only me in this room. I've had a few interviews, and people say, well, where are your interviews? You only did... Nah, listen. I'm kind of OCD and kind of a perfectionist. So, it's not that I can't get more interviews. Remember, there was a lot that doubted I can get the interviews that I have. It's just that I want everything to be perfect. So my plan is once I go to Hopkins versus Kovalev, I'm going to be around all multimillionaires, former current world champions, Dan Rayfield, Steve Kim, Radio Raheem, Michelle Rosado, maybe even the Cougs might show up. I doubt it. The boxing voice. But what I'm saying is that I'm not who you think I am. I don't know what people think I am, but everyone makes mistakes in the past. Yes, I have a criminal record. Am I proud of it? No. But see, am I going to try to hide it and act like it's not there? No. I ain't no goddamn rapist or nothing. I did some, like kid shit, basically. The last time I was booked was in like 2005, something like that. I think it was like 2005, 2006. I don't remember. But long story short, the older I've gotten, the more I've realized that I'm smart as shit. So I gotta put what I know into what I can do. Now, I was a bartender for 10 plus years, and I'm not gonna toot my own horn. I was one of the best bartenders in the city. I worked at TGI Fridays. So people that say, oh, Fridays, no, I worked at the busiest Fridays in the city and around the city. I worked at almost every Fridays. In fact, I worked at every Fridays in my area. But see, what I did was I was kind of like, what I would do is, I've never been motivated by money, if that makes sense. Now, we all need money, but I've never been motivated by money. I've always been motivated by change. So even with my father's situation, I was never motivated by money. I was like, you know what? I got to make sure like everything's cool for the future. I was always one of the people that thought about the future. So before I start rambling on and getting the stories, I'm going to say this. I have major plans. Right now, I'm doing everything almost solely on my own. It's me, GTM Sports Banners, Real Combat Media. Jay, I forgot how to pronounce his last name. He's on my Facebook page. I'm bringing on, after Pacquiao, I'm bringing on 4 people. And listen, I'm bringing on people who want to accomplish something in life. I'm bringing on people who want to be something, who has a drive. If you're chasing money, listen, this is not going to be for you. Now, I'm not saying there won't be any compensation, but I want people that are ready to give it all up here, just like I had to get here today. You know, there's plenty of videos where I was, like drunk as fuck doing videos, and not just drunk, but mentally broken, because in that day, up until that video, still want to talk about it, but those were the dark days. The dark days are now over. My brand is expanding, even though I'm not actually. If you really think about it, people say, for example, sometimes on Mondays and Tuesdays, I don't do any videos. I may do maybe 1 or 2 videos. It's rare that you see me do a video on Sundays. So people say, oh, you've been slacking. Before you realize, I have only 3 videos up by Wednesday, but then by the end of the week, it'll be like 20. So people that say you ain't been doing videos, nah, listen, the videos that you ask for, they always come. I have a schedule. It's sometimes in a day I may do 6, 7 videos, maybe even 8, just to get them out of the way and then release them. After the last one gets to 1,000. Certain ways I do things. So what I'm saying is I'm finally, I have the fulfillment of finally knowing that all that I went through in the past is actually becoming I have a business now. Website, LLC, all that stuff, merchandise, radio show. And remember, I'm telling you, I'm doing all this stuff basically by myself. And I'm talking about as far as the footwork. I have Real Combat Media, but I have obligations to them, just like I don't have a website. I didn't know, and this is why I learn something new every day. If you want to be going to press events, you need a website. I have no interest. Now, listen to me. As of right now, I have no interest in a website or running a website. I know what I will want from my website and what I will provide from my website. But at this point in time, I don't see I see no reason in buying in building a website right now. If I build the website, it'll be within 2 years, and it'll be with my promotional company. Now, let me talk about that. I've talked about it in videos before, but let me talk about it a little more in detail. In order to get your promoter's license in Pennsylvania, it's not that you just fill out the form and you pay the money. They're going to want $10,000 bond. There's a $100 application fee. You have to go in front of the Pennsylvania State Athletic Commission, or whatever athletic commission for any state that you want to acquire a license in, and you have to tell them or show them why they should grant you a license. You can have the money and all that all you want. They can still tell you no. But my goal is to continue becoming a public figure. So right now, at one point in time, I would have had, I had 28,000 subscribers. Now we're down to 6. I was going to go in front of the commission with 30,000 subscribers, with interviews, getting to the events, and then with my own personal resume outside of YouTube, which is immaculate, despite the fact that I had a couple of years of drinking too much. So I never had it's difficult, because at this point in time, I got a problem where it's just one pocket of people in my life, and it's not even my people, it's really my father's people, that are questioning my integrity. So I was supposed to get my license at the end of this year. Something happened with my last channel I was on, couldn't do it, so I'm pushing it back to very, very, how can I put it, before the summer. I'm not going to say early or late spring, but before the summer of 2015, I'm going to have my license. Now, even if I don't put on one fight, I'll know that I accomplished my goal to say I'm a boxing promoter. So if people don't know what my goal is and everything, it's not to be a reporter. I stumbled on being a reporter. Like I said, I went to school for speech, marketing, drama, business, basically. And I've always been really, really, really good with numbers. So being a reporter is something that I kind of stumbled onto, to whereas now I have legitimate sources and things like that, to whereas in the future, the goal is to be a boxing promoter, to put on fights. I already have exactly 17 fighters. who are ready. I'm talking about young fighters who are ready to sign on the line. And that's why I have obligations to them to not bullshit. And people say you don't sleep and you're killing your body and all like that, to a certain extent. Because I'm one of them people right now, I'm one of the people that thinks that I can't fail anymore in life. You know, and what I'm saying by that is that only people who know me will really understand that. Because I just can't do it. So over this last, I would say 16 months, I've been really on some clean and, you know, like straight life shit. You know, I don't fuck with nobody. I want people just to leave me alone. I handle all my business. I perform my tasks. And my God, I started my own business. Gotta get some credit for that. But like I said, my Facebook is going to be back. You know, I'm Tstreet Controversy. This is Tstreet Controversy Live. It's going to be under my real name. Then I have my TCL promotions page. Then I have my Twitter page, and then I have my Instagram page, which I run by myself, all of them basically. I just brought a couple of people on for my like page, and I'm going to bring a couple more people on. One of them I'm going to reach out to today. He's on my Facebook a lot, and we're moving from there. So like I said, you know, to the people who watch my videos, listen, you got to understand, you know, like channels like the Boxing Voice, like I admire them because he got so many people, and I'm thinking like, I could have all those people, but I don't trust people, yo. It's something, I just don't trust people, I ain't gonna lie, you know, especially after, I'm having a problem bringing on people. So, after Pacquiao versus Algieri, before January the 1st, 2015, I'm gonna bring on 2 correspondents and 2 people for what, I don't know. But I'm gonna bring on 4 people because I need some help. Tstreet Controversy Live.